Western Europe records hottest ever June as heat waves intensify. Temperatures across ravaged region 3C above average. As scientists warn of risks for people, ecosystems, and infrastructure, record wildfires in Europe show failure to adapt carries a mounting cost. Western Europe has been scorched by its hottest June on record, scientists have said, as the UK enters its third heat wave of the year and wildfires ravage France and Spain. Inflamed by carbon pollution, the deadly June heat wave helped push surface air temperatures for the region 3.06C above their average from recent decades, according to the EU's Copernicus Climate Monitoring Service. View image in full screen. Smoke rising from a wildfire in Pouzols-Minervois in southwestern France. Globally, June 2026 was 0.56 degrees Celsius hotter than the 1991 to 2020 average and 1.39 C hotter than pre-industrial levels, making it the second warmest June on record, the agency found. The planet's oceans were hotter than scientists had ever seen them. Together, these records reflect a climate system continuing to accumulate heat, said Samantha Burgess, a climate scientist at Copernicus. The result is increasingly intense heat waves, a persistently warm ocean, and growing risks for people, ecosystems, and infrastructure. Western Europe is facing its third heat wave in 6 weeks, and widespread dryness is helping small wildfires explode into unchecked blazes. Copernicus said the succession of heat waves illustrated the growing challenge posed by worsening heat extremes. Raging infernos have laid waste to large areas of southern Europe in recent days, prompting the EU to scramble firefighters and water-bearing planes to help national services overwhelmed by simultaneous blazes. Data published on Tuesday shows EU wildfires have burned 56% more land than usual. The area that has gone up in flames is 4 times bigger than the average for this time of year in France, where 35,400 hectares, 87,474 acres have burned, and double the average in Spain, where 55,128 hectares, 136,236,000 have burned. Of 55,136,000 record on Wednesday with temperature C, Spanish meteorologists said, while in France, a 22-year-old firefighter died after tackling a blaze in the Alps, the French Interior Ministry reported. In the UK, where Met Office scientists warn seas are facing an extreme marine heat wave on Wednesday, daytime temperatures on land are expected to reach highs of 34 C on Thursday. While not as scorching as June's record-breaking heat, the high temperatures are expected to drag out over a sweltering 10 days. The Met Office said a defining feature of last month's heat wave was exceptionally warm overnight temperatures, with frequent tropical nights helping to drive the highest average June minimums on record. On Tuesday, a poll found it led to mass sleep deprivation, with 2 in 3 people struggling to sleep. To see temperatures like this in the UK in June is sobering, said Stephen Belcher, chief scientist of the Met Office. Events like this bring home the implications of climate change. Sign up to This Is Europe. This is Europe. The most pressing stories and debates for Europeans, from identity to economics to the environment. Privacy notice, newsletters may contain information about charities, online ads, and content funded by outside parties. For more information about how we use your data, see our privacy policy. A climate protest outside the Houses of Parliament on the 2nd of July. View image in full screen. A climate protest outside the Houses of Parliament on the 2nd of July. The UK's National Fire Chiefs Council, NFCC, warned people on Wednesday to take extra care outdoors as the heat wave increases the risk of fast-spreading wildfires. Fire services have responded to a number of wildfires across southern and eastern England in recent weeks. Most wildfires start because something provides the spark, a disposable barbecue left behind, a discarded cigarette, or even a glass bottle left in the sunshine, said Dave Swallow, a tactical advisor at the NFCC. We all have a role to play in preventing them. Heat waves have grown hotter and stronger as fossil fuel pollution and the destruction of nature has baked the planet. Scientists have urged a quick shift to a clean economy as well as adaptation to increasingly violent weather extremes. Visitors in Park Güell in Barcelona in June. The World Health Organization estimates that 200,000 people have died from heat in Europe over the last 4 years and says most of the deaths are entirely preventable. To save lives, experts recommend installing air conditioning for vulnerable groups, shading buildings with awnings and external shutters, providing cooling centers, and bolstering health systems. View image in full screen. Visitors in Park Güell in Barcelona in June. Shade from urban trees can keep neighborhoods significantly cooler in hot weather, but new analysis shows the UK is far behind its European counterparts. The average UK urban area is just 18% tree covered compared with a European city average of about 30%, according to the Energy and Climate Intelligence Unit, ECIU. Of the 47 UK cities and urban areas in the dataset, 45% fall below the European average. London has average cover for the UK at 18%, with Burnley the least green at 11%, and Guildford the most shaded with 37%. By comparison, Barcelona has 31% tree cover and Nice 39%. The UK ranked 31st out of 38 countries overall, based on the 2018 data used. Explore more on these topics.